Yo ninjas, I'm Kaio. Let's go over the Airfreezes and the Handhops exercises you will need to learn Airflares. If you will need more help to learn Airflares, I made a detailed Airflare PDF guide on my Ko-fi page. Check out the link in the description. Check it out if you are serious about learning this move. Before starting with these exercises, you have to make sure you know in which direction you spin. I spin clockwise, so my throwing hand will be the right one and my landing hand will be the left one. The freezes and the Handhops shape is gonna change between the right and the left side. On my right arm, my throwing arm, I wanna be a little bit more piked and closed. And I wanna open my shoulder a little bit more, like this, and not to the side like this, but turning also our hips. On my landing hand, on my landing arm, the left one, I want to stay a little bit more towards the side. So I don't need to stay too open and too wide like this and too much in a pike or handhop position, but I can stay just a little bit more turned on the side. Why that? Because usually when you start the Airflare, when you are on the throwing arm, so the right one, you want to turn as much as possible here, and you want to open your shoulder and chest, and you want to turn your hips, and then when you land, you directly land on the side. You don't land in this position here, but usually you land here. First basic and very important freeze you will need, the basic air freeze on both sides. This one here. Left, right. This air freeze will look the same on both sides. Second freeze that you will need, air freeze with the hand-up shape. On the right arm, you want to open your chest and turn your hips a little more, like this. On the left side, you don't need to turn your chest and your hips so much. You can stay a little bit more on the side. To learn this move as efficiently as possible, you have to follow a specific plan or method, and not just practice the move randomly or following too many different tutorials, because they all give you different information, and the training process could be a little confusing. The courses that I have created collect all the information that is very useful and structure it very clearly to make power moves easy for everyone. They also provide a training plan and some extra tips and concepts. Third and last freeze you will need, the Pike Freeze. This freeze here is actually only needed on your throwing arm. In my case, the right arm. If you can do it on the left as well, it will be even better. But it's not totally necessary. Once you mastered all these freezes, you can start playing with Handhops. How to execute properly Handhops for Airflares? Same concept. On the right hand, try to turn your hips and open your shoulder a little bit more. The deeper you can go with your knees towards your chest, the better will be for your Airflare. On the left hand, you can stay a little bit more on the side, but still try to keep your knees low towards your chest. You don't need many Handhops, you just need few well-executed Handhops on both sides. Once you master 2 or 3 Handhops on both sides, you can play just a little bit with variations of the Handhops. Again, you don't need to do many Handhops. Even just one hop can be useful for the Airflare. The important thing is the form, not how many Handhops you do. Which variations are the most useful for Airflares? On the right arm, the Pike Handhops will be the most useful. They are hard, but you can try them. If they are too hard, you can bend one leg and keep the other one straight. In my case, right arm, left leg straight, right leg bent. On the landing arm, instead, it's better trying Handhops with the legs wide. You don't need pike Handhops so much on the landing arm, but it would be more beneficial playing with the Handhops with the legs a little wider. If it's too hard keeping your legs straight, you can try this shape here. So, bend your legs, but keep them wide. Not like this, but open and bend. These were all the Handhops variations you need for the Airflare. There is a bonus one that in my opinion is very useful to learn it on both sides. It's not really necessary, but if you can do it, the Airflare jump and also the landing will get more comfortable. I'm talking about the high Handhop. So just a regular Handhop, but try to jump a little higher and lift your hand a little bit higher. Again, you just need one of this, not many. The important thing is the form. You don't need to do it crazy high. You can just lift your hand up by something like this from the floor, not like crazy high. This will be very useful to learn how to push hard to jump more in the airflare, and also on the landing arm to get comfortable with the landing after a jump. If you need more help for your Airflare, check out the Airflare PDF guide that I made on my Ko-fi, link in the description, and see you next time with a new tutorial. Yo ninjas!